Hey everyone, so today I did a makeup look on this. It's a really kind of bronzy, glowy look. I really like the outcome. I used the Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette on my eyes, which I've been loving recently. So if you guys like to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Thank you so much. Okay, so to speed things up a little bit, I already did my primer and foundation and concealer. So what I used was the Smashbox Photofinish oil. I've been loving oils. And then I used the Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation and the Too Much Lumi Foundation. And so I mixed these together. And then for concealer, I used the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have not highlighted my under eyes or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on to my eyes now. So to start off, I'm going to be using the Smashbox 24-Hour Eyeshadow Primer. And I've been really enjoying how this primer feels. It also does make my makeup last. Okay, so then when we're done with that, today I'm going to be using the Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette. And I've been loving this palette lately for my eyes. I use it like every single day, so it just looks like this. Okay, so today I'm going to be using this to do my eyeshadow. So I'm going to start off using a fluffy brush and picking up the lightest matte shade. It's called Stark. And I'm going to run this all over my eye. And this is just going to kind of set that primer we put, because if you start with all these dark colors after the primer, sometimes I can find that it will like stick to certain spots. So just make sure that you get this all over. So we're not going to be doing anything like dramatic today, but I am going to do a little bit of a halo eye. There we go. So then I'm going to take Anaheim, and this is the second lightest matte shade, and I'm just going to focus this in the crease, but I'm not going to be too particular. It's okay if it gets a little bit higher or on the lids. Okay, so then to start the halo eye, I'm going to take this kind of like pencil brush. It's the Naked, I think this is from the Naked Smoky, but anyways, it's the more pencil side. And I'm going to be taking the matte brown called Zone, and this is like this color right here. So I'm going to be taking that, and I'm going to be putting that in the inner corner and then the outer corner. And since we've been using browns, lighter browns, and slowly working it up, this isn't going to be super dramatic. You can always change up the colors to make it more dramatic or more how you want it. Then I'm going to take the other side of the same brush, pick up some more of that Zone color, put it on the center, blend it into the crease, and then blend it on the outer corner. And that's just going to make everything seamless and blend together and create that like blended halo. So then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other eye. Okay, so now I'm done doing the other eye. So then I'm going to take that blending brush again in that lightest Stark shade, just to go above and above that color and just blend it up. Then once you're done blending in that light matte color into the crease, then you're going to want to take a light shimmery color. I'm going to be using this L'Oreal, I think these are the, infallible pressed pigments. And this one's in the color Iced Latte. You could also use any highlighter you have. And since this is so far a completely matte look, you can always just use a matte shade too. And there's colors in this Gwen Stefani palette that you can use. I just really like this. So I'm going to take it on my finger. And then I'm just going to pop it right in the center. And what this is going to do is it's really going to open up the eyes. Even though you have that darker color in the lid, this is going to like make them feel bigger almost. You don't have to be super particular at this part because we are going to blend it out. But you also don't want to get it like everywhere. Okay, so then once you're done putting on that lid color, then you're going to want to take that brush that you used to do the inner and outer corners. I'm going to take that to blend the edges. You really want this to be a seamless look. You don't want any harsh edges. So then once you blend out, it'll look something like this. Then I'm gonna move on to under eye concealer. And the reason that I do it in this order is I kind of like having that foundation on. I feel like when I don't have foundation on, I feel like my eyes always look funny. But I don't like to put my under eye concealer on yet, just in case I have the fallout. So I'm gonna put this on, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I love this for the under eyes. So I'm gonna put this on the under eyes, and also all the places that you want to highlight. So I normally do the under eyes like I am right now, and then I'll do the bridge of the nose, the forehead, the chin, Cupid's bow, and around the mouth. Sometimes you can do it under your cheekbones, or you can pretty much highlight wherever you want to, but these are the main spots I like to. So I'm going to take that same sponge that I used earlier, and I'm going to take the flat side, and I'm just going to blend this. Okay, so once you're done blending in the concealer, then I'm going to do the eyebrows. I kind of do things in like a weird order, but I like to do the eyebrows next so that when I finish the eyes, they feel completed. So I'm just going to brush the hairs down, and then to do my brows, I like to use the Anastasia Dip Brow pomade in soft brown. I change my hair color quite frequently, and so this color I've noticed works the best with my changing hair colors. So for this, I'm just going to be using a pointed brush from IT Cosmetics. Okay, so once I finish the brows, then I like to clean them up with a little bit of concealer. Sometimes I don't do this, sometimes I do. If I don't feel like being super particular and take a lot of time, then I'll do this. If I do, then sometimes I won't need to. So for this, I'm going to take my concealer that I used to spot treat, which was the Fit Me, and then I'm just going to take a concealer brush like this one, and then I'm just going to go around and clean up the edges. Okay, so then once I'm done cleaning up my brows, then I'm normally done with them. I don't really set them. I find that the pomade sets them enough and kind of keeps them in place. So then once I'm done doing that, then I'm going to set. Then when I'm done doing the brows, I like to set the under eyes. I like to do this before I go in with more eyeshadow under my eyes, just so I can set it and I don't move around the concealer anymore. So lately I've been loving this contour palette, and this one's from Wet n Wild. I have the Anastasia one, but I've used it all out and I just haven't bought another one. And so I've actually really been enjoying this one though. So I'm just going to take a flat brush and take the lightest shade and then put this on under my eyes. Okay, so once I'm done doing that, then I'm going to finish doing the eyes. So first I'm going to take a eyeliner. And this is the Marc Jacobs the Fine Liner Ultra Skinny Gel Eyeliner, and this is just in the black color. I got this as an 100-point perk at Sephora, and I really, really like it. So I'm just gonna put this on the waterline. Okay, so then once you're done putting the eyeliner on the waterline, then I'm gonna take this brush from It Cosmetics. It's just like a flat, skinny brush, and I like to use this to smudge things into the lash line. So I'm gonna go back into the Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette with the darkest color, that zone color. I'm gonna go in and kind of smudge the black down. Hi, Chelsea.
Did you read the group chat?
Uh-huh.
You did?
Well, I've been like looking over here. Okay, so then going back into the brush that you get with the Naked Smoky, I'm going to go in with the lightest shade Stark, and I'm going to blend out that brown. So then once you're done doing that, then I'm going to be taking a bigger fluffy brush, and what I'm going to do with this, actually I'm going to be taking this brush, what I'm going to do with this is take the color Skimp, which is one of the lighter shades, and I'm going to highlight the brow bone. With that same color, I'm also going to go on the middle of the lower lash line. And on the lower lash line, when you're doing kind of like a halo eye like this, I don't find it super necessary to have the super light on the inner, on the middle. I don't really do that. I just put a little bit, just like I did. Okay, so then once we're done doing that, then I'm going to go in with liquid eyeliner. This is one from Illimasqua. It's in the shade Abyss. It's just the black one. So I'm going to shake this up, and then I'm going to put just a thin line on the upper lash line. Okay, so I put on my eyeliner. I also decided to do a thin wing. It's not super dramatic, just something light. And then after that, then I'm going to go in with mascara. And the two mascaras I've been using lately are the Maybelline Pump Up Colossal and the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm almost out of the Too Faced Better Than Sex, so that's why I've liked that's why I like to use that one now too. So I'm just going to put a thin coat of this one and then go in with the other one. Okay, so now I'm all finished with the eyes, so now we're going to go on and finish the face. So we already put powder under the eyes, and so now I'm going to take that same powder though, and I'm going to set the rest of the highlighted areas. So I'm going to set the chin, Cupid's bow, around the mouth, and then the forehead. And then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with the Fit Me powder, and this is the one for normal to dry skin. Like I said, I do have dry skin, and I like this because it's not too powdery. It doesn't feel super powdery. So I'm going to take that and set the rest of the face. And even though I am a little bit more dry, I do like to use powders and stuff because the bronzer uses powder and the blush I use is powder and stuff, and I find that if I don't set my foundation and concealer, then the rest of the products don't go on as smooth. Okay, so now I'm done setting my face, so then I'm going to move on to bronzer. So for bronzer, what I've liked been using lately is the Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. And it's the one that has the lighter and the darker, and on that I use a Real Techniques brush. So I swirl this together and then really make sure that you tap this out, because it has so much pigment. You don't need a lot, and you need a really, really light hand. So I'm going to start this on the cheekbones. And then I'm going to also put this on the temple. And down the neck. And then I'm going to do the same to the other side. So today I'm not going to contour my cheekbones. Lately I haven't been into contouring, but what I do need to contour is my nose. I always like to make it look just a little bit slimmer. So for that I'm going to go back into that Wet n Wild palette and using the, this is the 301 brush from Real Techniques. I just get a little bit of that on my brush, and then I like to contour the kind of like tip of my nose. Just make it look slimmer. And then whatever left I just put under my lip. It just makes it look a little bit poutier. Okay, so then once I'm done contouring the nose, then I like to move on to blush. And for blush today, I'm going to be using this Mellow blush, and this is in the color Bronze. I got this in my Ipsy bag, so I'm not sure where you can find it, but if I do find it, I'll link it down below. So I'm going to take this on a blush brush, and I'm going to start it in the back and then bring it forward to my apples. I don't like to put blush directly on my apples, and especially with a color like this, I like to start it back and work it up. And this way it can really blend in with that bronzer and not look so harsh. Okay, so then once I'm done applying my blush, then I like to move on to highlighter. So for highlighter, lately I've been loving the MAC Soft and Gentle. I was on a Becca kick for a while, and now I'm on to this right now. So this is in Soft and Gentle, like I said, and if I can get it open. I really don't like MAC's new packaging for this, the oh geez, what is it? The kind of like the magnetic. I don't like that so much. But anyways, so okay, so then to highlight, I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that, tap off the excess, and then apply it right on the cheekbones. Or above the cheekbones, I should say. I also like to put it a little bit above the highest part of your brow and blend it down. I've been loving this highlighter. You can see how bright it is. Then with this same brush, I'm going to put some in the Cupid bow, chin, and a little bit on the tip of the nose, and then down the bridge. And this just really makes it stand out. So then I'm going to go back with that bronzer brush and just kind of blend everything out to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Okay, so then once we're done, there's a couple different things you can do for the lips. You could just go in with a gloss. I've been really enjoying the Buxom glosses lately, or you can go in for something bright since it's more spring and this is kind of like just neutral colors. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Today I'm going to go in with MAC's lip liner, and this is in the color Absolutely It. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Once I'm done lining my lips, I like to take the same pencil and then fill it in. And once I'm done filling in my lip liner, I'm going to take this Maybelline, I think this is from the Nudes collection. It's in the color Cinnamon, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lips. If you want to, you can always take that highlighting brush again and just go back over where you highlighted the Cupid's bow. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll make sure to put some links below and list everything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!